You might think grabbing a yogurt parfait is a safe, healthy choice, but what if I told you that most of the brands lining your fridge or fast food menu are secretly sugar bombs disguised as health food? Those colorful parfaits and cute packaging. They're lying to you. Some of them are barely yogurt at all. They're sweetened fluff with a sprinkle of fruit. Today, we're ranking 9 yogurt brands from absolute worst to surprisingly best. And trust me, a few of these placements will shock you. We'll break down the truth behind taste, nutrition, and value, and reveal which brands you should actually skip and which ones are worth keeping in your routine. So smash that subscribe button right now, because we're about to save you from some seriously disappointing meals, one spoonful at a time. Number 9. McDonald's Fruit and Yogurt Parfait. Let's start at the absolute bottom with McDonald's Fruit and Yogurt Parfait. And honestly, this one is exactly what's wrong with fast food health options. Here's the thing. This parfait looks healthy. It's got layers of yogurt, granola, and strawberries arranged in a clear cup like some kind of breakfast art project. But the reality? It's a dessert disguised as breakfast, and the numbers tell the whole story. Each serving has only 4 grams of protein. 4. That's not filling, that's not sustaining, and that's definitely not going to get you through your morning. Meanwhile, you're looking at 18 to 20 grams of sugar packed into a 150-calorie serving. The sweetened yogurt base completely overshadows whatever fruit is in there, so you end up with this overly sweet experience that tastes more like frosting than dairy. And get this, Fat secret lists the nutrition info, and while the calorie count looks reasonable on paper, the carbs and sugar completely dominate the profile. There's no balance here, no substance, nothing that makes this an actual meal. The real kicker is that McDonald's markets this as a healthier alternative to their other breakfast options. But in reality, you're better off skipping it entirely if you want real nutrition. Bottom line, this parfait is pretty to look at but disappointing to eat. Save your money and your health. If you thought that was bad, brace yourself. Number 2 takes sugar overload to a whole new level. Number 8. Yo Crunch with mix-ins and candy toppings. Yo Crunch is ice cream pretending to be yogurt, and that's not an exaggeration. Here's the thing. Yo Crunch comes with these fun little compartments filled with candy toppings like Oreos, M&Ms, or cookie crumbles. It's marketed as a fun snack, something you can toss in your kid's lunchbox and feel good about. But the nutrition facts tell a completely different story. Each serving has about 5 grams of protein, which is already low, but here's where it gets worse. 18 to 20 grams of sugar per serving. The candy mix-ins completely reduce whatever purity the yogurt might have had. You're not eating dairy with a treat on the side, you're eating a dessert that happens to have some cultured milk in it. And get this, nutritionists consistently warn that Yo Crunch is more dessert than dairy. The kid-friendly flavors might make it popular, but they're terrible for serious nutrition. You're teaching kids that yogurt should taste like candy, and that's setting them up for a lifetime of sugar cravings. The real kicker is that parents buy this thinking they're making a healthier choice than giving their kids actual candy. But you're not. You're giving them candy with a yogurt label. Bottom line, skip Yo Crunch if you're eating for health. Enjoy it only as a treat if you must, but don't pretend it's nutritious. But that's nothing compared to our next sugary culprit. Number 7. Yo Plate Original Flavored Yogurt. Yo Plate Original is comfortable, familiar, and secretly a sugar bomb that's been hiding in your fridge for decades. Here's the thing. Yo Plate is everywhere. It's cheap, it's available at every grocery store, and it comes in approximately 4,000 flavors. But the nutrition is where everything falls apart. Each 6-ounce serving has about 5 grams of protein and around 18 grams of sugar. That's a terrible ratio. You're getting way more sugar than protein, which means you're not satiated, you're not nourished, and you're definitely going to be hungry again in an hour. And get this. Some variants have artificial flavors mixed in to create those super specific tastes like Boston cream pie or key lime pie. Those aren't real ingredients. They're chemical approximations of flavors designed to trick your taste buds into thinking you're eating something more interesting than sweetened dairy. The real kicker is that EatThis.com lists Yoplait as one of the most popular yogurt brands in America, but they also rank it low on nutrition. Wide availability doesn't mean quality, it means you're being marketed too effectively. Bottom line? Yoplait Original is convenient, but don't rely on it for health. It's a sugar delivery system with a health halo. If this is already saving you from a bad meal, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Next, a chain parfait that pretends to be wholesome. Number 6. Dunkin' Strawberry Pomegranate Yogurt Parfait. Dunkin's Strawberry Pomegranate Yogurt Parfait looks light and refreshing, but it eats like dessert. Here's the thing. When you see this parfait behind the glass at Dunkin', it looks like the kind of thing you should order when you're trying to be good. Fruit, yogurt, granola, all the right components. But the execution is all wrong. Each serving clocks in at about 220 calories, and most of those calories come from sugar. The protein is low, the carbs are high, and the fruit compote completely masks whatever yogurt flavor might have existed. You end up with this overly sweet, syrupy experience that feels more like eating pie filling than eating a balanced breakfast. And get this, Food Drink Talk notes that Dunkin' markets this as a healthy option, but it's sugar-heavy enough to rival some of their donuts. The granola adds crunch but also adds more sugar and carbs without giving you much fiber or protein in return. The real kicker is that you're paying a premium for this at Dunkin'. You could get an actual meal somewhere else for the same price and get better nutrition. Bottom line? Skip this if you're counting sugar. It's decent as an occasional snack if you're treating yourself, but don't kid yourself into thinking it's healthy. You won't believe how the next brand tries to look healthy while still disappointing. Number 5. Wendy's Strawberry Fields Parfait. Wendy's Strawberry Fields Parfait is basically a fruit cup with yogurt mixed in. Better than fries, but still not real nutrition. Here's the thing. This parfait sits at about 240 calories, which seems moderate until you break down where those calories are coming from. The protein is low, the sugar is high, and those sweet toppings make the whole thing taste more like dessert than breakfast. The strawberries are the star here, which sounds good until you realize they're drowning in sugar syrup. The refreshing fruit taste masks how dessert-like the sugar content really is. You think you're being healthy because you see fruit, but your body knows it's processing sugar. And get this, Flavor 365 notes that Wendy's markets this as fruit-forward, which is technically true, but it's also carb-heavy with very little protein to balance it out. You're not getting sustained energy, you're getting a quick spike and then a crash. The real kicker is that Wendy's positions this as a lighter alternative to their burgers and fries, and while it technically has fewer calories, it's not giving you anything useful nutritionally. Bottom line? This is slightly better than the prior options, but it's still a skip for serious health. If you're at Wendy's and hungry, get something with actual protein. Now, we start seeing brands that actually deliver on their promise. Number 4. Starbucks Yogurt, Parfait, and Greek Yogurt Snack. Starbucks. Yogurt Parfait is premium and indulgent, but still sugar-laden, though we're finally getting into territory where there's some redeeming value. Here's the thing. Starbucks sources their dairy more carefully than fast food chains, and you can taste the difference. The yogurt has a richer, creamier texture, and the granola and fruit toppings feel more intentional. But more importantly, each serving has about 14 grams of protein, which is finally enough to keep you satisfied. The problem is that the sweetened fruit and granola raise the sugar content significantly. You're still looking at a dessert-adjacent snack, not a clean protein source. But compared to everything we've ranked so far, this is leagues better. And get this, Marketing Scoop notes that Starbucks takes their ingredient sourcing seriously, which means you're getting higher quality dairy and real fruit instead of syrupy substitutes. That matters when you're eating something every day. The real kicker is that Starbucks prices this accordingly. You're paying more than you would at McDonald's or Dunkin', but you're actually getting better ingredients and better nutrition. Bottom line? This is better than fast food sugar bombs. Enjoy it occasionally when you need a grab-and-go option that won't completely derail your day. And if you're finding this ranking useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Next up, a chain parfait that might actually justify the hype. Number 3. Chick-fil-A Greek Yogurt Parfait. Chick-fil-A. Greek yogurt parfait is yogurt dressed as dessert, but the protein content makes it actually satisfying. Here's the thing. Chick-fil-A uses organic vanilla bean Greek yogurt as the base, which immediately sets this apart from everything we've ranked so far. Greek yogurt has a thicker texture and higher protein content than regular yogurt, and that makes a huge difference in how full you feel after eating it. Each serving has 13 grams of protein, which is finally in the range where you're getting actual nutrition. The macronutrients are more balanced than other fast food options, so you're not just eating sugar and calling it breakfast. And get this, Chick-fil-A's nutrition info confirms the protein advantage, and customer reviews consistently mention that this parfait actually fills them up. The granola adds crunch without being overly sweet, and the fruit topping is generous enough to taste like you're eating something fresh. The real kicker is that Chick-fil-A prices this competitively with their other breakfast options, so you're not paying a huge premium for something healthier. Bottom line? This is worth keeping for a filling, reasonably healthy snack. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to eat regularly without guilt. Now, let's leave chains behind and get to the real yogurt heroes. Number 2. Icelandic Provisions. Skyr and Skyr-style yogurt. Icelandic Provisions. Skyr is crafted, creamy, and nutritionally strong. Finally, we're talking about real yogurt. Here's the thing. Skyr is technically a cheese, not yogurt, but it's marketed and eaten like yogurt, so we're including it. And the nutrition profile is where this really shines. High protein, low sugar, thick and indulgent texture that makes every spoonful feel satisfying. The ingredient list is minimal. Milk, cultures, and not much else. You're not getting artificial flavors, you're not getting mountains of added sugar, and you're not getting thickeners or stabilizers. It's pure dairy transformed through fermentation. And that's what yogurt should be. And get this. EatThis.com consistently highlights Skyr's health credentials. Nutritionists recommend it because it gives you 20 to 25 grams of protein per serving with only 5 to 7 grams of sugar. That's an incredible ratio that keeps you full for hours. The real kicker is that Icelandic Provisions offers tons of flavors without ruining the nutrition. Even their flavored varieties keep protein high and sugar reasonable, so you're not sacrificing health for taste. Bottom line, this is a truly healthy option that's both delicious and satisfying. If you're tired of sugar bomb yogurts, this is where you start. Finally, the yogurt that does everything right. Number 1. Siggi's Skyr and Yogurt. Siggi's Skyr is the plain black coffee of yogurts. No fluff, no nonsense, nothing but purity. And that's exactly why it wins. Here's the thing. Siggi's was founded on the principle of using minimal ingredients and letting the yogurt speak for itself. Every container has low sugar, high protein, and a dense, satisfying texture that makes you feel like you actually ate something substantial. The ingredient list is almost comically short: milk, cultures, maybe some fruit. That's it. No added sugar in the plain versions, and even the flavored versions keep sugar under 10 grams while maintaining 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving. That's unheard of in the yogurt world. And get this. Nutritionists consistently recognize Siggi's for having one of the cleanest labels in the dairy aisle. The protein content rivals Greek yogurt, but the texture is thicker and more satisfying. You can eat this plain, mix it with fruit, use it in smoothies, or even substitute it for sour cream in recipes. The real kicker is that Siggi's is versatile in a way that sugary yogurts can never be. Because it's not pre-sweetened, you control the flavor. Want it sweet? Add honey. Want it savory? Mix in herbs and use it as a dip. Want it fruity? Throw in berries. The yogurt becomes whatever you need it to be. Bottom line? This is the top-tier choice. If you only pick one yogurt brand to keep in your rotation, this is it. Siggi's proves that simplicity and quality win every single time. So, there you have it. From McDonald's dessert-like parfaits to Siggi's pure, protein-packed Skyer. We've seen the full spectrum. Some yogurts are more treat than food, loaded with sugar and low in protein, while others actually deliver on their promise of nutrition and flavor. The bottom line: don't trust marketing photos or sweet toppings to make a yogurt healthy. Look at the protein first, then the sugar, then the ingredient quality. That's how you'll separate a real snack from a sugar bomb. Our top pick, Siggi's, proves that simplicity and quality win every time. On the flip side, brands like McDonald's, Yo Crunch, and Yo Plate may taste fun and familiar, but nutritionally, they're disappointments. Remember, the best yogurt brand is the one that delivers on its promise, not the one that looks good on Instagram. The real kicker is that most yogurt in America has been turned into dessert by food companies that know you're looking for something healthy. They add sugar, they add candy, they add syrup, and then they slap a health halo on it and call it breakfast. Don't fall for it. When you're standing in the dairy aisle or ordering at a drive-thru, ask yourself, am I buying protein or am I buying sugar? Because most of the time you're buying sugar with a yogurt label. The brands that actually care about your health keep the ingredients minimal, the protein high, and the sugar low. Let me know in the comments which yogurt brand on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter fast food choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.